Jay's definitely.
Jay helped you?
Yeah.
How did he
As a
help you?
competitor.
Explain it.
Yeah, because he never was someone that you communicate with that you're like friends with the person. But I always respected him because he was never an actual competitor in actual fact. He was someone who was a competitor to perception.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up.
How close was Diddy and Jay-Z? They was close enough that they wasn't playing basketball. They wasn't playing baseball. They wasn't playing football. And they wasn't playing hockey or soccer for Diddy to come on stage, pat him on his, can't nobody call me Sean but Jay-Z.
And B was, one time she jumped off of the ledge, came running over because she thought me and Jay had issues. And I was like, what the? And I was like, did she really just jump down and run over here like that?
Beyoncé jumped off a ledge.
Yeah, what happened? It was in the Cosmopolitan, huh?
She really a superhero.
She jumped down and no, she was like, this what? Like that Bonnie and Clyde for real? You try this or what, boy? I'm here.
Word.
She down like at me. She like, I said,
Was Solange with her?
A new storm is brewing, weaving together hushed rumors, recent controversies, and claims thought long buried. At the eye of it all is 50 Cent, the provocateur who has spent decades taking aim at the untouchable power structures of the entertainment world. This time, his gaze is broader. According to his latest statements, the spotlight no longer falls on a single mogul. It now stretches towards some of the biggest names in pop culture, including Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Oprah Winfrey. Figures often whispered about, but seldom confronted directly. Tension mounted when 50 hinted at previously unseen material connected to the elite network already under public scrutiny, suggesting his recent documentary was only the first act. Then came the chilling words that set social media ablaze. You're next. Fans immediately speculated who he meant, with many pointing to Jay-Z and Beyoncé, questioning the timing and possible motive, especially given their long-standing ties to powerful inner circles.
He and Diddy could talk openly, and Mark could talk to Diddy not just as a client, but as a person, and tried to guide him in a time leading up to his arrest. And unbeknownst to Mark Agnifilo, Diddy has got this guy recording the conversation as he's sitting there saying, you are screwing this up. You are messing up this case. We're losing. And knowing that that's on tape. And it's almost like he's performing for the camera and not telling Mark what's going on. And the really enraging part about it is that Mark Agnifilo won this case for Diddy with legal strategy. It wasn't just an accident that this jury that had heard all of this in the news before the trial voted not guilty on all the serious charges. It was Mark Agnifilo that did that. Yet Diddy secretly records this guy and embarrasses him. And yeah, you could say, well, Diddy never expected that it would end up being broadcast somewhere else. Well, okay, but Diddy was planning on using it, or he wouldn't have had it recorded in the first place. So it's just really, really unfair. And I know that in a way this sounds crazy, that I'm getting so upset about Diddy, and yet there's video of Diddy beating Cassie. Well, that's horrendous. But that doesn't mean you can't look at something else as well. And I just think, as a lawyer, I just think this is just so outrageous that he would do something like this, and not even understanding what Agnifilo's legal theory was. Because I will tell you that when we did our first documentary on Diddy, which was 8 months before the trial, Mark Agnifilo said to me on camera that he is going to tell this jury that this was a successful black man that prosecutors were trying to take down because they couldn't get into his bank accounts because they were clean, and he couldn't deal with they couldn't deal with taxes because he wasn't committing tax fraud. So they go into his bedroom. And that's what Mark Agnifilo said 8 months before. And he goes into the trial And he essentially wins that argument, whether you believe it or not. A jury that sat through the whole thing, they believed it. And ultimately, they convicted him on this BS Mann Act thing. So Diddy won that case. And one of the reasons he won the case is something that Agnifilo got criticized for. That when he did the documentary with me, he was making a joke about the baby oil. Remember, he said, oh, well, you know, I didn't know he bought in bulk. He must have bought 1,000 bottles at Costco. And a lot of people just slammed him for that and said, how dare you? You're being disrespectful. The baby oil is the smoking gun in this case. Agnifilo knew all along that the baby oil was Diddy's best defense. Because when Agnifilo got before that jury in closing arguments, he looked at them and he said, well, the feds came in with their armor and artillery and guns. And
fans quickly dug up memories of 50 Cent's past claims that Jay-Z had long acted as a protector for the most influential circles in entertainment, quietly safeguarding elites behind closed doors. Now, the tension feels sharper because 50 has shown he's ready to back his words with evidence, having already released a widely watched documentary that exposed private matters to the public eye. So when he declared, "You're next," it carried real weight. T.O. understand the gravity of that statement. You have to look at their history. Dating back to the early 2000s, a period defined by competition, industry clashes, lyrical shots, and personal rivalry. While Jay-Z evolved into a discreet power player, steadily expanding influence through brands, partnerships, and inner circle connections, 50 Cent forged his path as a vocal disruptor, building his empire through media, business ventures, and fearless confrontation.
I'ma drug them out and pimp them out to my they keep with me. And he was talking about Danity Kane as a group. He didn't single out any one of them. But to hear that he did it, that's just crazy to me. We had a big argument and we started talking about each other and what had and what he didn't have. He was calling me, yo, you broke cop. This like, you ain't got nothing I ain't got. I got a watch, you got a watch. I got a ring, you got a ring, I got a chain, I got a home. We went through that whole like that. We start talking about his teeth. You understand? I start talking about, you know, him, you know, his breath, everything. We was going at each other. That next day at his house, he said, yo, Gene, he called me upstairs. And he said, yo, Gene, I couldn't talk to him like that no more in front of people and everything like that. Because I know me and Puff go back from the same game since 89, 90 when he got jumped in it. You understand? We go back way to that time. So I knew him. You understand? He was like a little nephew. So when he started talking to him, I said, yo, listen here, bro. You don't say shit about me, I won't say shit about you. If you say something, you open up your mouth about me, I'm going to talk about all your green dentures and all that like that. We're not playing them games, bro. You say, all right, Gene, cool. You understand? People don't understand, bro. You know, the love and the power I had, not only in Harlem, Queens, you know, I had dudes all over New York City from the Bronx, everybody that had mad love for me because I looked out. You understand? I made sure, you know, if people needed knowledge and information on certain things, they had a lot of people that was on parole that was in the music business. I used to save guys by letting them know their rights and what the people could and couldn't do to them. So I had a lot of genuine love from a lot of dudes. You don't be around a K. Slay for over 20-something years, a Chaz Williams over 20-something years, and be some kind of sucker and was right next to him, you know, doing all their functions, all their situations and everything like that, running security for them, making sure their people were safe in the whole 9 yards. You understand? I had my man Pete, you know, I had people calling me, yo, look out for Nate Dogg when he come to New York.
Over the years, Jay-Z steadily moved through circles of immense influence, forging connections with major figures across entertainment, media, and corporate power. Whenever 50 Cent sensed something being quietly hidden, he responded with sarcasm, cryptic posts, or pointed commentary, but never with a direct warning. Until now. This time feels different. For For the first time, 50 hinted that he holds material that could directly affect the Carters, and his fans know he rarely makes claims without backing them up. When he says he has proof, it usually surfaces. That statement alone catapulted Jay-Z and Beyoncé into the center of heated online debate, which soon expanded to include Oprah Winfrey, leaving many questioning how she became part of the conversation. The link goes back to renewed public scrutiny of Oprah and 50's long-standing skepticism of her influence. He has accused her of wielding power selectively, shaping narratives during cultural flashpoints, and applying pressure unevenly. He has openly questioned her past media priorities, contrasted her investigative focus with her personal associations, and voiced frustration over being excluded from her party.
He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
Wow. You're going to let him say that? Jay was getting Grammy.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
He has like 20 now.
Hold on.
He had like 18 since he's been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. He got some shit. He's like drinking. His pictures with him like, he thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
Right? You were connected to the biggest.
Jay got it for the music. Jay got it for the music.
You didn't sing.
He deserved those.
I'm sitting there, it was like this, like Black excellence. They're sitting there like, yeah. It's a billionaire brunch. Like,
I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm going to be with you this year. Yeah. Come on, bro.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
He's just looking at his watch during the whole Rock Nation, bro. Like, is it 3:30?
Yeah, it's almost time to get out. Yo, I feel like I'm normal again. Get me out of here.
Oh, wow. So that's the deal he signed, huh?
Yeah, that's the deal. Like, the other ones didn't count as much as that one did.
Oh, yeah, before I forget this, we talked about Jay. Proximity to Diddy. You don't think he knew anything? He's seemingly around Diddy a lot.
No, that was a real suburb question.
I know, right? Proximity.
Hold on.
Proximity. That's the SAT hit parade word. I learned that.
Do you think he knew all of the shit that was going on? Then I was like
I don't want to incriminate myself.
I know, but the way he said it,
like I said,
no matter how you answer that, you snitching.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a narc kind of question. Yeah.
You asked the question like a fan.
hey, I grew up with white people, but one thing I know is how to get a black guy in trouble.
But it's a great question. Yo, just give him the Happy Meal before you ask him to snitch, bro.
He said, damn, they wasn't even drinking.
Speaking of, how the hell you pronounce
Leshimindua.
Okay.
The story runs even deeper, as long-standing criticism of Oprah Winfrey has resurfaced amid renewed debates in the entertainment world. Over the years, several high-profile black artists have spoken publicly about moments when they felt misrepresented, misunderstood, or undervalued during interviews or business dealings. And 50 Cent has consistently voiced support for many of their claims. Scrutiny has also revisited controversies surrounding Oprah's international projects. Even though investigations and clarifications have taken place, lingering questions have persisted, leaving a shadow over her legacy in certain circles. While more extreme online theories have circulated and largely been dismissed, they continue to fuel conversation and shape public perception, with 50 Cent already taking on one powerhouse figure through a widely viewed documentary. Fans speculate that other major players could soon find themselves under similar examination, especially after his hint that upcoming revelations might involve the most unexpected names. In entertainment, Influence rarely exists in isolation.
You guys don't know, for a while, Solange and Beyonce actually were not on speaking terms, but they're back talking now. They're back cool. And basically, Solange is around to keep Beyonce spiritually protected. Solange is the spiritual protector of that family. Don't get it twisted. Mama Tina is powerful. Solange is the most powerful list. You better ask some damn body. All right. Now, the reason why Beyonce ain't came to speak to Brandy, baby, is because Beyonce does not talk to anyone who used to sleep with Jay-Z. Okay. Whether you guys know it or not, and I have to say allegedly, right? Jay-Z and Brandy used to talk back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean like late 90s type stuff, right? Brandy always kept Jay-Z on the low back in the day because, quite honestly, he was too ugly to be out in public with. I'm just keeping it real. To claim him publicly, he was too ugly back in the day. Now, when you try to search up pictures of Jay-Z and Brandy, you will find... Hold up, let me see. Hold up. Let me see, because I thought I had a picture of them two, Brandy and Jay-Z. Now, this would have been from... let's see, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Brandy and Jay-Z. Okay, there we go. Now, this picture of them was in 2002. All right. And this was, I think was at one of her album release parties, if I'm not mistaken. This was a year after Moesha Rap, because Moesha went off air in 2001. Yes, he was dealing with Beyonce at the time as well. And, Blue Cantrell, he was, let me tell you, Jay-Z was laying it low and spreading it wide. Jay-Z was one of those dudes in the industry that, you know, you messed around with, he piped you down, but before he was really him, you did not claim him publicly because he was just simply too ugly. It was what it was. But Jay-Z was in love with Brandy then. He's not in love with her now, but he still has love and feelings towards her. He's one of those people that feels like once he done had you and once he done loved you, he always feels like he has like possession over you. Jay-Z is one of those kind of men, baby. I don't know if they told you. Jay-Z is extremely, extremely, extremely jealous, extremely, extremely controlling, and extremely, extremely possessive. That's another reason why. Hold up. Where'd the picture go? Wait a minute. Where'd the picture go? That's another reason why Beyonce up here. Wait. Anyway, y'all get the point. That's another reason why Beyonce, over the years, a lot of the music that she's made, it's always been with him. A lot of the remixes, it's always been with him or somebody that he approves of her to work with. Okay. Jay-Z was so damn controlling, he didn't even want her father, talking about Matthew Knowles now, he didn't want her father managing her anymore, and he stepped in. And if y'all notice, when Jay-Z stepped in as Beyonce's man,
Diddy and Jay-Z have long shared a close professional history, collaborating on music, appearing together at high-profile events, and moving within the same exclusive luxury circles. This has fueled the perception that these upper-tier networks operate by exchanging influence, access, and insider information behind the scenes. According to 50 Cent, it's precisely this kind of tightly knit network that is now under pressure. Public comments from Ray J added fuel to the speculation, suggesting that prominent figures associated with Diddy were growing uneasy about what might come to light. He hinted that some well-known names were quietly stepping back, sparking intensified online discussion that in those conversations, Jay-Z and Beyoncé often emerge, not as the direct targets of claims, but as central figures within the same ecosystem. Award shows, exclusive gatherings, investment circles, and inner layers of Hollywood power.
On a lot of things that go down in the industry that, you know, the normal person may not even see or hear about that happens in the day-to-day. Did you really think 50 Cent, when he first mentioned it, that there was an actual documentary being worked on?
Well, see, this is the thing. I can believe that it was happening. At what purpose? See, and that's the thing. Like my opinion about all of this stuff is so much different than your average person's, and my outlook is so much different than your average person's. Did I believe that it was possible? Absolutely. Why wouldn't he be able to do a documentary? Why wouldn't he be able to bring in Alexandria to come and put this together? Like the woman who directed this, she doesn't even seem to have a background in hip hop at all.
That makes sense.
So it's like, Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. I mean, for crying out loud, Diddy sent him freak off videos.
True. Very true.
Interviews
Very true.
about it.
Did you feel that just 50 Cent's name being attached to it again? These are two, as everyone knows, the three names in hip hop are Jay-Z, Diddy, 50 Cent when it comes to the status of where you could get as a business or a brand.
I guess so.
So for the top three individuals, for one to go at the other and release this doc, I don't know, what does that say to again, I keep asking about the hip hop state of things. What does that say to hip hop? Like, are we our own downfall? I guess I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It all depends on what you consider hip hop. Like, I don't consider any of this debauchery, any of this animalistic crap. I don't consider any of this hip hop. I grew up in hip hop. You know, I know what hip hop culture is, and it's none of this stuff that people are selling.
I mean, when did it stop being hip hop? We're going to go through the documentary itself, but when did it stop?
It stopped being hip hop when it became corporatized. It stopped being hip hop when certain...
This is why 50 Cent's warning resonates so strongly. It's not idle chatter. It's rooted in observable connections that tie together past controversies, public discretion, and carefully curated images into a delicate web of influence. In his eyes, Hollywood's elite no longer hold the same untouchable power, and he's made it clear he plans to confront them directly. The impact of his recent documentary extended far beyond a single individual. It sent ripples through anyone linked to those circles: artists, executives, and public figures who shared spaces, deals, or private moments. Once 50 hinted at additional projects, the response was swift. Legal teams revisited old cases, PR strategies shifted overnight, appearances were quietly canceled, and digital footprints began disappearing. While none of this confirms wrongdoing, it intensified public curiosity. Sudden silence and cautious distancing often speak louder than words.
On the Grammy stage and said Beyonce never won Album of the Year and complained about that. Literally the following year, Beyonce wins Album of the Year, which is just something like that doesn't show you that there is some power going on there, that there is something behind the scenes that Jay-Z controls. It's clear as day that it's all politics on who wins Grammys, you know, who gets the better light and things. So that kind of opened my eyes, you know, as to Rock Nation's power and how they manipulate things in the media. I'll never forget Jay-Z would get this like special treatment all the time when it comes to the media. I mean, Hot 97, when they interviewed Jay-Z, they literally rolled out a red carpet. They never did that for any other artist. So Jay-Z's always had this kind of special treatment when it came to things. But now the question is Jay-Z involved in crazier things? I mean, there's been a lot of speculation in a lot of different ways. And people are pointing their attention towards 50 Cent, wanting him to do a Jay-Z documentary. And it looks like he might actually do it, because on Instagram, he posted a drawing of Jay-Z that kind of makes fun of his looks. And he posted that photo and he said this in the caption: "Please stop sending me stuff like this. I'm not going to post it." Basically making a joke, you know, because obviously he posted it on his social media. But, and here's the interesting but in this, is someone commented on the post and the comment got liked by 50 Cent. And this is the comment. It's from Dom KMDA. I hope I pronounced that right. Dom Kanada. He commented saying, "My only question, he's next, isn't he?" And 50 ended up liking that comment. And here's the thing. I actually saw this on Twitter and X, you know, whatever, Twitter X, whatever you want to call it. And I wanted to confirm, is this real? Because a lot of people Photoshop these type of things just to create drama and create this speculation. So I actually DM'd the guy himself and I showed him the photo and I asked him, "Hey, is this a real photo? Did 50 like your comment?" He said, "Hey, yes, he did." And I was like, perfect. Thank you for confirming. Thought it was Photoshopped. I will appreciate the response. And he said, "I was surprised as well. Didn't see that coming." So shout out to him, for, you know, responding to my DM and confirming that, you know, the comment actually got liked by 50, because, you know, a lot of people Photoshop and spread narratives. So me being the proper journalist, or whatever you want to call me, news reporter, I, you know, wanted to go get to the source and see if it was actually real. there's also something that's very interesting that went over a lot of people's heads, and that's the documentary coming out on December 2nd. That Diddy documentary coming out on that date, literally 2 days later, you have